to my second match of Season 13 versus Dan Brooks. He is... I played him the other day. I had never really played him before. At least I don't remember playing him before. And I played him the other day. Or I watched him play a little bit on stream. He's very, very good. And then I played him a little bit. Well, of course he's very good. He's at the top, very top of the leaderboard about. So that was not surprising to me in any way. But I then got to experience it firsthand in a series of games in which he outplayed me at least twice. We played 4 games, and one was sort of lopsided shuffles my way, and one was a little not that lopsided, but a little lopsided his way. And then the other 2, he just kind of beat me up by playing better. So this could be interesting, or should be interesting. He's interesting to watch stream, so I hope you all are maybe loading up the multi-Twitch, or at least watch his recording, or, you know, open up his channel, find out you prefer him, and just watch him. Would also be great. So, anyway, I'm not really sure what I'm going to play here. You could probably, I mean, you probably want to build an engine, but I don't know exactly what flavor. Lots of bandit camps. I mean, you can't do multiple buys, so you really want to just negotiate to being consistently provincing, and then, you know, it's not bad to be in a position to be able to score some duchies or estates with the stonemason. It's always nice. So I'm thinking either steward or courtyard silver, I think. Workshop should be pretty worthless. Beggar should be pretty worthless. I can see the rest of the cards maybe coming into play at some point. But I think the trashing should be nice. You can maybe go steward with a little more confidence because of the necropolis, but not a lot more. But it may just be the right opening. Okay, so now I have to think. Steward silver, and then maybe buying a courtyard on your $2 hand with the steward, if you get one. Could be quite good. We'll just mirror him. This is a nice draw, especially if we hit necropolis in these next few cards. I'll probably just take a bandit camp here. I don't know if he drew his other steward, and so now he's wondering whether he should trash one card. Or maybe he can trash another 2 cards with the steward. I'm trying to think how that works. No, he could trash 1 card, or he could take cards and try and buy something. Yeah. That seems okay to me, what he did. I'm gonna buy a courtyard here no matter what I draw, even if hopefully I don't draw this other steward, but I think he wants a silver. Okay, well, that's alright. Now we just hope we see the bandit camp in the next few cards and not 50 terminals, not these 3 terminals, but I will also take a silver now. Though I could see nothing, just nothing being the right card. At this point, silver probably let me hit a 5. Is he gonna take a courtyard? Yeah. Yeah, I will just trash here. We got Bandit Camp Steward in the next hand, so that's alright. I already got rid of these two guys, the Overgrown Estate and the Hobble, so this is about as good a trashing as I can get. So we seem to be both doing okay. And it just remains to be seen who has a really... We may just both get so clean that it's not too difficult to province consistently. If I can get to 7, I will surely double Bandit Camp, as I assume he is getting ready to do right now. Yep. So that's not at all surprising. I'm going to, I think, mirror that. You would not want to fall too far behind on these guys. I will want to trash soon though, because if he gets to a Steward, I suppose he probably trashes. I doubt I draw very much here. But I would be happy to buy a single Bandit Camp if it meant trashing 2 coppers. Do 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 do. Boodaloo. Yeah, here he goes again. I guess you can get libraries. Yeah, he got library. That doesn't seem crazy to me. This is... Yeah, that's about what I expect. This should be problematic. You always just want to toss all your spoils because they're awful. Okay. I'm still going to keep building even though he is probably just outpaced me at this point. Yeah, that looks really nice. This is very nice, actually. This is probably about the only thing that can give me a shot. I don't really remember. So that turn actually maybe will put me into having some sort of a chance. I don't know that it's a very good chance, but there's at least something there. Trashing 4 coppers and buying a province is about as... I mean, that was a perfect turn for me, but I think he's just going to keep buying provinces turn after turn, and it's not going to suddenly turn anything around for me. So I don't, yeah, it's just, the problem is there's no way to score like extra points. Excepting estates, but you know, what is that going to do for you? I don't know why I'm taking this in hand, but okay, so I know there's a courtyard in the next cards. 1, 2. But I don't know if there's a... Well, there's got to be a necro in there too, right? So there is a village, so we can probably leave this as it is. Get rid of this stonemason. Yeah, the decks are too good that whoever kind of gets a little bit ahead and then has the ability to province is just going to be able to run those out. Oh, the spoils are gone. I mean, some will be returning. Like, he buys a province, I obviously have to buy a province. There's no chance skipping province, but then, you know, spoiler alert, on his next turn, he will buy a province. He started this one, I think. So I can add that, which I never remember to, but let's see what we've got. Okay. Well, I imagine he already has it in hand. It seems almost impossible for him not to. Alright, so that's one game to him. This is weird. I would not play. Well, there's no engine, so I wouldn't touch. I mean, it almost looks like a classic IgG rush, although you could maybe get gestures and then skip the IgG. Not skip the IgGs, but play with something else. But I don't think. I mean, no, just without trashing, I just don't see anything working here. I don't know how good the ghost ships will be. They could be a bit of a pain. These three should be a bit of a pain. I guess my question is whether I want to add council rooms. I expect to have some of all of these cards, and then money and some ventures, but just because they're better in silver. But and then I expect to not have pawn or conspirator or peddler, and maybe have some smugglers. If we do head to the IgGs right away, then the smugglers. Well, I mean, the smugglers are probably okay just no matter what. Seeing as there's lots of fives, it'll probably be a mirror. So you can probably get some good cards out of it. Yeah, I think I agree. Hopefully we just spend the next 4 turns smuggling smugglers. Yeah. Now we dip for these monsters. I mean, he could. I would not add a terminal. I mean, now it's just going to be the luck of who draws their smugglers at the right times, and I don't know. I don't feel optimistic here, but it could go either way still. Certainly. Okay. Yeah, that's reasonable. I would not take copper yet. I didn't get to the smugglers, which is sad. Yeah, we got smugglers sitting down here. That's awful. I'm happy to take whatever he buys, of course. Third smugglers isn't like that crazy. Oh, this is okay. I don't like taking so many coppers so early because it makes it a little harder to hit province than otherwise. But I may take a death card at some point. No, that seems awful. I'm okay with adding a third smugglers. If we get to the duchy dancing, it could be nice. He must have had smugglers collision too, I think, because he didn't play that many. or I'm misremembering one of those two. I wonder if he'll go for that. Yeah, that seems, I think that's right. So, I'm still not going to take coppers yet. If he double IGGs me here, then we're in real trouble. But since he didn't, we're not in real trouble, we're just in regular trouble. Could take a gold before this shuffle, since his smuggling of the golds doesn't really help him. Though it does make a big assumption that he in fact has a smugglers now. The idea here would be that you buy gold. I would get some use out of it, and he probably wouldn't before the end of the game. And then, of course, the other thing is just if you buy duchies, he can smuggle them, and then. But if you don't buy duchies, then you're just losing. I'm gonna try the gold thing. I don't really know that it's right, and he didn't have a smuggler, so it didn't help me, at least in that respect. But we'll start on this business here. I didn't quite get to that, but ooh, province, that'll be very nice. Hopefully he has 3 smugglers in his hand right now. He can't smuggle province either. I think if he buys any green at all, it's just over. Because if he buys estates, I can empty estates. If he buys duchy, I empty duchies. But also him not buying those things means I'm in really good shape. Yeah. So anyways, this was, that province was of course very lucky. And then the I guess my smugglers were a little better than his. I don't really know, but the province was quite nice for me. No village. All right, so that's 3 for him. I'm thinking here you just play Jack, open Jack Warehouse, and then more or less play double Jack. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say double Jack. You probably add one of these terminals, but and some havens, but and possibly some islands. I probably won't buy an oracle. I probably won't buy a mint unless I have a really lucky 5 copper draw. And I might buy a witch. I probably won't buy a militia. I'm likely to buy a witch, but I like Warehouse Jack as an opening. Hopefully we hit the Jack, but it should be a pretty good draw either way. If you hit the Jack, it's a very good draw. Yeah, you can do this mint thing as well. Which here I can also mirror that, so that seems like the thing to do. And our deck should be very good, very fast. Quite good, very fast. It's a little hard to figure out what things you can add in here, or what's the best. Like a second Jack may just be excessive, and so yeah, you just take a silver. Well, this last card is a silver, so I want that. I don't know whether the rest of this makes much difference. I'm going to draw 2 cards, so I'm going to trigger the shuffle. And I would rather keep more of the estates out of it. I think I'm going to play with another warehouse, actually, rather than the other Jack. He takes a gold now, I suppose. I'm gonna get a second Jack, although it's a little dubious. I imagine he discards this and goes up to the end of his shuffle there. He gets another gold or maybe already provinces. I don't know. Myself. He's looking pretty good here. See, the problem, I can't play this other jack or this other warehouse because it's just too terrible. To trigger the shuffle, I should clarify. It's just too bad to make a. If I play the second warehouse, I can't play the jack, and then that doesn't seem good. I mean, I guess if we just alternate provinces from here on out, I win. We'll end up duchy dancing, but or we'll probably end up duchy dancing. He's got an extra gold. I have extra warehouse and jack. Da, da. This is the hard part. Oof, phew. I mean, my deck's like 50% silver, so it's not. See, this is the real big, huge pain in the butt. He's just gonna duchy now, but I don't. I'm gonna lose. I didn't hit 5, so I'm gonna lose on the points thing. What am I even saying? I'm gonna no longer have a point lead. We're gonna be tied basically at the end of this exchange here. So he can offer ties now safely if he feels like it, and so that's just not gonna cut it. If I had had a 5 there, I would have been in a really pretty good position. But so I don't know if he'll offer me a tie or not. I imagine he will if he gets 8, but we'll just dance, see how it goes. I'm thinking these last few cards are pretty okay, since the first shuffle there was pretty awful. I mean, I'm not going to offer him the win. So he's gonna offer the tie and I'll take it. Okay, so that's the tie. Whoops. Yep. I mean, 1.5 out of his starts is okay. I don't know who's gonna propose. I can propose. Oh, he proposed. Well, it really thinks he ought to go first this session. Okay. So, I think you can build the engine here. I'm probably gonna open. I mean, you do want to get a cultist. I'll probably pass on the masquerades, at least initially. So for the openings, I'm thinking either remake Fishing Village or remake Masquerade. Remake Masquerade seems just like too much, so I'll probably do remake Fishing Village. You could get buried by the cultist, but it's possible to get buried by the cultist, but I'm going to try and do the building first a little bit. It could be wrong. I'm not going to spend too much time worrying about it, though. I mean, for instance, if I have, miracle remake draws, then I'll take a couple masquerades and a couple fishing villages on my reshuffle and then be feeling pretty good about my chances. There is pillage here, so that's something to keep in mind for the masquerade interaction. Other openings that you could consider would be Potion Masquerade, Fishing Village Masquerade, Silver Masquerade. Silver Masquerade is probably not worth doing, but there's a chance I get. So he went with the remake Masquerade, which it can pan out. My remake misses a shuffle, so that's crap, but that's life. His remake, let's see how he does off that. He has happy remake times. That's of course saddening, but oh well. I think I'll take another fishing village. Seems alright. This is pretty good. Hand him a copper. When I say this is pretty good, I mean this is really excellent. And here I'll be getting a cultist. because I assume he is on his 5. Oh, good. That is what I want to see. You don't want to be too greedy with your market square stuff. I don't mind being a little greedy taking fishing villages here, though. It may be that that one should have been a market square, but that's okay. Yeah, probably one of them should have been a market square, just so that I can buy like Cultus and something else. Are all the estates gone? No, he's still got one. So he can remake into a market square if he wants. Maybe we'll just get a ruined market off the... Yeah, having seen his draws now, I would have liked to get a market square there, but there'll be time later. Yeah, if I had gotten a market square there, I would have just been putting myself into winning position like almost immediately. But that's okay. That's my catchphrase today. Anybody get a ruin market yet? I don't think so. Ruin markets have yet to appear. I'm trying to think if I can bury him. I gave him 2 junk cards there. How much did he trash? I don't know the size of his deck. His masquerades are going to start becoming quite scary. Or at least a little bit scary. Da, 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 da. Okay. Well, I'll pass him a masquerade, but... Alright, so we learned the answer to my question is his deck is very thin. I mean, I have to pass him a Masquerade Rite, even though that... Or do I pass him the remake? It doesn't really matter, does it? He's going to... Yeah. It's looking kind of grim for me. Like he's outplayed me here. Oh boy, Ruined Library. That was his major mistake. All I wanted was a Survivors. That was my dream my whole life. Buys an estate, huh? He can't threaten a 3-pile. Now he's got all the now he can threaten a 3-pile. He's got the ruined markets. He can do it. Okay, so I don't think that there's a whole lot for me to do except get rid of this garbage and buy a market square. Will his Ruined Library save him? Ooh, now I have a ruined market. Fancy. Curious. Seems like he needs more draw. It is nice to be in this spot where I have the village split. I don't know if it'll make the difference, but maybe. I will tell you what that won't make the difference, and that is having draws like that. Going to take a pillage. I guess I gotta pass him this market square. Not happy about it, but what else can I do? If I was gonna buy a pillage there, I should have trashed junk. Because I'm not gonna draw my deck here to... I mean, the fortunate thing is that he is low on actions. Oh, he just has this one fishing village in play there. He could have a pretty bad turn here in this next hand. Buys a cultist. Seems reasonable. Alright, let's take a look at this thing. Well, you got to get rid of those estates with your power cards like the pillage. Let's see what he passes me. Oh, I should have plenty of actions either way. I don't remember what his hand was. Oh, it's fishing village, cultist, gold now. So he's going to give me a gold. I'm probably going to have to toss him the spoils next turn. Which I don't mind doing that much. Yes, I agree. So I have 6, 13. I think I would like to take Province Cultist. Or Province Pillage. Or Cultist Pillage. Well, he could double Cultist and win then. I doubt if he can... Well, I should think about it. I doubt he can double Province and... or Province and double Cultist, but... maybe he could get that much money by remaking Cultists? That's possible. Does he still have his remake? I should maybe have trashed my remake a while ago. I was kind of keeping it as a... I'm not sure what I was keeping it as, actually. It seems unlikely that he can do this thing I'm proposing. He did chain all of his cultists. I don't actually know which is worse. A gold that disappears or a gold that doesn't disappear. which seems weird to say, but I'm not sure actually. Um, I'm gonna say this one, although that could be totally wrong. I probably should have killed that remake. Hey, another ruined market. Just what I always wanted. Can he draw those too? Having to pass on that Masquerade that one time was very sad. I think I kept a remake too. Although my idea was that if I give him a remake, he would be able to remake it into a 5. That was my thinking at the time. I don't know if it really holds water, but he doesn't have that many buys. Hey, now I have the points. Is he gonna province duchy? Hopefully province cultists. he's gonna he's gonna run into trouble here soon, I think. I'm too, but we already knew that. He has to buy a duchy, right? Isn't anything else just about suicide? I don't know which one this is. Oh, the library. Okay. Um, well, I didn't get to my Masquerade. I don't really care if I buy an estate, do I? I don't want an estate. I don't want anything, right? Just this province. I guess like 17 and is enough for him to win. Well, tie. Oh, that seems like way out of reach. He's had pretty nice starting hands so far. A little nicer than mine. I guess my deck's a little worse in that respect, but man, it's not fun when they're getting those hands. How many golds did he have last time? He played all his cultists now. He had 3. He probably has 3 golds. So, unfortunately, I'm kind of stuck again here as to what I can pass him. Because I can't pass him the estate. Province Duchy, right? Okay, he has gold. He gained a gold. He didn't draw this afterwards, so he still has it. 3 golds, and then $3 here is 12. So if he can make another gold, whoops, if he can make another gold, and draw it, then he certainly has enough money to buy Duchy Cultist, win immediately if I pass him this estate. Shoot. If I pass him a remake, or is there a remake dead? His remake's dead. Maybe he can't use the remake anymore. Let's do that. Maybe he just can do it anyway. Maybe he can get to maybe he can get to $18. No. Right? No way. He can't use that fishing village that way, at least. Oh gosh, he did have that many. 1, 2. He got 2 more there. That's a nightmare. Alright, well, very nicely played from him. I'm, of course, not happy, but that's life. Alright. Shoot. just gonna wait for him. So there, I think that turn I didn't take the market square might have been a real blunder, and then I don't know about the rest. He was just a little bit ahead there. At the end, I had some bad draws relative to him. He never had a turn where he just didn't start off like me. Having to give him that masquerade made his draw a lot better than mine, and gave him a little more options with the market squares. But I don't know. He played it really well, or seemed to play it really well to me. I don't know I'm not sure. I'm sure I made lots of mistakes in the game, but they weren't all obvious to me, at least at this point, and probably never will be. So I would love to win the last two, obviously, but I don't know why this thing. Whoops, sorry about that. I don't know why this thing is draggable. If you're playing with like 20 people. I guess if you're playing with 5 or 4 or 5 even, it's hard to see. I don't know. They have terrible UI. Pretty terrible. They're convinced that he should be starting these games. Okay. I probably am going to open Scavenger Forager. To me it looks like just get the Council Room engine up and have hordes, where the Council Room engine involves all these little action cards. You know what you could do instead of hordes is coppersmiths, but that seems like a real stretch, and I'm not gonna try it. I'll think about it. I'll think about it later on when I'm trying to figure out payload. Just because everyone wants. Well, the thing is, you don't want to lose a game to Coppersmith, right? It's okay to lose a game while trying Coppersmith, but you don't want to lose to it. So if your opponent goes for it and you lose to him, you're just in shame forever. Look at that. Copper produces an extra $1 this turn. I guess you don't have to do either of those for payload. You could do mystics and heralds and not do the hordes. I just kind of was thinking the hordes would scale up more quickly. But I'm not really sure that that's the case. So I'm not positive how to go about this one now that I've thought about it a little bit more, but we'll see. One way to win games is to have your scavengers draw really early. That's a nice one. A nice approach I found. I think I am gonna just head for the heralds. But how let's start on those already. I shouldn't have put the pawn on top, but that's okay. I think I'm just gonna have too few coppers. Who could rebuy coppers? It's a classic ploy. Hope the scavenger's in the next hand. So I'm gonna get a village, I think. Nope, this was really bad that I haven't hit an estate yet. Hopefully the Herald reveals scavenger, otherwise it's looking less good for me. I would take a pawn or a village as him. But probably a village since he does have this council room. I could have taken a silver on my 3, that wouldn't have been crazy. Wow, this is just driving me nuts. I don't think I want to discard my deck, right? Well, yeah, I probably do. Shoot. It's not going well. He may add Horde already. That seems a little premature, but you could get through the provinces pretty fast here, actually. Shoot. Probably has a council room. Yeah. There go his estates already. Awful. Just awful. In all the ways. I'm losing. He's not gonna screw it up. He plays really cleanly. From what I can tell, so when you fall behind, then you become sad. You have this many coppers in play, you start thinking, how does this guy look? Well, that was pretty nice for me. It's not going to be nice enough, but it was nice. Let's get the pawn on top, even though the pawn's not that great. With the council rooms, everybody starts drawing their decks, so it's just a question of who makes the payload faster. No, I can't do that. He's doing it here. He's gonna set up a... Well, maybe he doesn't have the cards to do that. Yeah, he has Mystic, right? So he's got a Mystic in hand, so he's gonna put a council room on top, and then... Maybe not, though, because then he can't play it. I don't know what he'll put on top. Forager? That makes sense. Because if he put a council room, he would play it, but he would just be drawing dead. So that makes a lot of sense to me. I'm going to get a Horde, I think, this turn. It'll depend on how much money I have, but... He can top deck Village Council Room now. He picked the wrong council room though, so that was some slight misplan his part. That's of course sad. That's even just a million times sadder. Dun, dun. Let's put a herald on top, I guess. Let's get a mystic. Drawn cards. So he'll draw the deck this turn and probably forever after. I'll probably do the same, but be doing it a turn later than him, so. Excuse me. Doesn't look like the council room thing's gonna play. He gets ace of spades. Coppersmith. There's some part of me that still believes in the coppersmiths. You need a lot of villages too, though. You can start right now, village, coppersmith, and then head that way. Next turn you might have $15 or something. Start forging not coppers. The coppersmith is so tempting. So tempting. I guess I have 4 coppers too. He is doing the mystics. Hooray. Boo. Okay. So, I guess we just kill stuff. Oh, it wasn't a village. Dumb me. Silly, silly me. Okay, so... Well... I had 11. That puts me up to... well, not really, it doesn't. This is just an awful starting hand. Now it's not. Now it's just a regular, fine starting hand. I guess my payload's better than his right now. My plan for this turn is to do like province council room. I think okay. Well, let's just see what's in the hand now, because there's a couple heralds on top there, and maybe some other good cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 heralds, a forager, and I guess another pawn is on top there. So one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we're not quite there yet. Nope, that's pawn. Now we have Herald, Forager on top anyway. So this is coins. Anyways, 1, 2, 5, 9, 11, 13. I think that's what I want. These expensive coppers here, these pawns. Alright. So now we're there. Hopefully it's all good cards. Nope, too bad. My heralds are gonna whiff. For sure. I can tell that already. He doesn't have double province, right? He'll have to buy an estate to threaten double, I think. Yep. Anyway, I can safely double. And then he can't really safely double. Maybe. I mean, he can. My deck's not that good, but... Okay, so... Probably we're just going to play through these. There's 2... whatever they're called. Mystics. Hanging out in there. 16. So it's 10. Yeah. Alright, well, we'll double here. I mean, the next turns could go really bad. That's 4 more stop cards. I can draw it if I'm really lucky, but this is not the greatest starting hand. That's better, I guess, to draw a province. I guess now you Mystic and name Forager. So he doesn't have to play me another council room. That was really nice for him. I mean, my turn here could be so bad that all I can do is like buy a village. I mean, it could be that awful. Is he gonna do like Duchy Village or something? Or Village Council Room? Duchy Estate, that seems really greedy to me. I mean, I obviously want to discard my deck here, but what do I get? I can't get the council rooms really because they're just going to they're just gonna whiff. I guess the question is, see, I would rather put the village on top and hope I draw into a council room, I guess. I'm not going to, but yeah. So this is hopeless now. I don't know that boosting his foragers makes much of a difference, but I don't feel like I can do it. I mean, I could hope he duds. He's got so many gold and green cards now, right? I'm sure he'll draw it. He's been having such nice hands. That makes no sense at all. I have no idea why I said that. That's just being super irrational. I think that's just so many dead cards right there. And I haven't council room for him, but Like, if he double provinces, am I in a, like, if I just duchy here and he double provinces, will I be in a position to do anything? I don't think so. I mean, I would, but no. If I duchy here, I have 21. He double provinces up to 28. Yeah, I mean, except what's my hand here? It's not. I don't have the village in here. It's like a bunch of golds and council rooms and stuff. I'm just hoping that since I didn't draw him any cards and he just added 6 garbage cards to his hand, that he is actually have a dud hand, but it's a bit of a stretch, I guess. I'm sure he has council room in hand now, and he hit a village effectively with this reveal. So it's gonna make me cry. Oh, he didn't. Okay. Well, now I have a pretty reasonable chance of winning it because I'm going to. I have a tolerably good chance of hitting a council room with my herald. A 2/3 chance. I'm trying to think if there's a way I can improve it. I don't think so. I think I play the herald before the mystic. Of course. So I can also, again, not draw many cards. My last card is a council room. I can leave it on top. And I could buy, like, province. I could double duchy now, I guess. Would be kind of reasonable. Because I'm just gonna see the last card here, right? So it's the last card's a council room. I don't think there's any way I can trigger the shuffle. I think that's just losing for sure. For him, to beat province estate, he would need like province double duchy estate. I mean, he can do all those things if he draws. I don't know if he can draw, of course, but well, that's harder to get than double province. So if he double provinces, he wins, right? Yeah. So let's do that. I don't necessarily want to tell him. I want to tell him about my council room stuff, but I don't really want to type it right now because it's possibly relevant information. Alright, yeah, here it's coming into place. I never considered that. Um, maybe a hair will overpay at some point. I don't know. So for Mystic, I want to grab either. There's a gold on top, I win. I mean, I could try and grab one of these crappy cards. I mean, like a province, or I could try and. I just don't have enough of any of these things to really try and go for them. But it seemed like the best wish. I was lucky there, but we'll see if we hit a gold. Yeah, we do. Okay, well, that worked out. I felt a little behind in the middle. I'm not sure. I may have been misreading it quite badly. I'm just going to go ahead and put this last start in. So, we'll see who wins off this one after we do this 5 times. Alright. Well, this looks like Apprentice Fortress, and I have a good opening for it. I mean, you probably play with 2 lighthouses here just so you're protected, and then you add the council rooms for buy if you want them. Or the nomad camps. Well, I can open anyway because I know I'm gonna buy the. I'm thinking about whether you just want to play a million monuments or whether you want to get provinces. Probably both. Fortress split seems pretty important. I'm gonna take a workshop, I think, if I hit 3 in this next shuffle. I could get jump out ahead here if I'm lucky with my apprentice draws. I'm not sure about the militia. Here I think I'll buy another apprentice, and then he is going to hit me with his militia. I'm going to get a second lighthouse now and workshop a fortress, and then hit the fortresses, I think, hard for the rest of it. It seems like the split to be. Oh, that was yeah, I mean, that's probably misplay on not trashing there, but don't think I want a copper. I need another apprentice. That was pretty bad when I didn't play that one whatever it's called. I'm glad he had to trash an apprentice. He probably rebuys his apprentice, yeah. Seems right to me. I'm trying to think, how much money would that give me? 9? I'm thinking about getting a nomad camp. This is maybe a little greedy as well, actually. Not taking the... Yeah, that was not a right play. I would have gotten the same cards. All I got was a nomad camp out of it, right? A card I don't actually want that much. I've under trashed. I mean, I could have got that nomad camp later. It's not like it's pressing. Should trash there and just got the Fortress Apprentice normal style. Now he's doing it too. I wonder if he'll regret it the way I do. Yep. Life's just full of regrets. I guess we split those, but I would have loved to win it. Can in fact militia me here. I should still draw fine. I may get a little less trashing, which is, apparently how I want to play this game without enough trashing. So. have to toss a fortress and an apprentice. He is clean as a whistle. Oh, he didn't play his. Is his militia gone? Oh, he killed his militia. Okay. That makes more sense than whatever nonsense I'm imagining. So. Oh, I do have 6 fortresses. Wow. That's neat. I'm trying to think if I can end it here. Sorry if that wasn't clear to everybody. I'm trying to think if I can pile the workshops by repeatedly gaining workshops and drawing them. And I think the answer is yes. I just need to think it through. I would rather not screw it up. So if I have 6 fortresses, that means I can place 7 terminals, which means that's 7 gains here. Or I should say, I can place 7 terminals, which could be these and this. And then it could be 6 workshops gaining these goobers. Well, he certainly can't do anything like that. He doesn't have enough actions. Seven terminals. I don't quite have the money to do it at this stage. He can play 5 terminals. I see. To get the money I need to win, I would have to play a nomad camp. So, anyways, I think a monument should be good at this point. Maybe a couple. So I only have 4 apprentices. That's also a problem. can also just workshop for like money or like a lighthouse now, which may set me up to doing it next turn. Possibly. I'm really not sure. He can play 5 terminals, so that's no good. Well, this is lucky. I mean, this should draw no problem. Maybe I should have gotten 2 monuments. If one thing to note, well, this is not actually worth noting, but I'm going to do it anyways because I don't have anything else to say. If that had been Ironworks, that would have been just easy, right? To empty the Ironworks there. For him, too. So, because he had a lot more draw than me. But so it's. Ironworks has some crazy properties that the other gainers do not. One of which is that it's really, really easy if you have overdraw, enough overdraw to pile out like half the pile all at once. See, now I'm getting lucky draws that I have this combo in hand, even though I don't really have that many apprentices. And I still have quite a bit of other junk. This is just lucky for me. I should have it on my turn now pretty easily. All I have to do is empty these workshops, and that should be no trouble. Though I always speak too soon. Okay, I didn't speak too soon. So, yeah, I'll just pile these out. We made it through okay. Not a big win, but I will take it because he's very good. So alright, so thank you all for watching, and tune in for the rest of the matches this season. See you later.